Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Hero Brew. I'm Max.
I'm Cameron.
Hey, what's going on? It's Austin.
Today's episode, we're going to be talking about the last 3 episodes of Ironheart, which is the season 1 finale. Is it confirmed for season 2 yet, boys?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Do we know if... No? Okay.
No.
Our Jurassic World Rebirth ratings and reviews. And then we're going to finish off with a big one today. Our Superman review, ratings, full spoiler-packed episode. So, yeah. Let's start brewing, boys.
Let's get into it. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Cam.
I'm gonna make sure I don't go over my timer this time.
It's okay. Timers are good, dude.
Giving myself 20 minutes. All right, let's do this. All
20
right, boys.
Whoa.
Ironheart and Jurassic World. We're just gonna go into Jurassic World real quick. We're not gonna talk too much about it. Kind of just give it our ratings or anything you guys want to add to it. But yeah. Jurassic World Rebirth. If you guys can believe it, we got another Jurassic World movie. I mean, it's been such a long time since we got our last one.
Yeah.
When did the last one come out?
2022?
Yeah, something. I didn't even see the last one.
It was post-COVID?
Yeah, yes.
Jurassic World Dominion? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 2022.
Yeah. I didn't even see that one.
Huh. It does feel like a long time.
Yeah, that one they kind of did like what a lot of people do after they bring the OG crew with the new crew, but yeah, so ratings. Who wants to start it?
Dude, I'll go first. My rating for Jurassic World Rebirth.
Mm-hmm.
Just rating right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are we doing like point decimal or just doing like 0.5s? I gotta know real quick.
You can do point decimals. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm cool with whatever. However particular you want to be on this guy.
8.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll say 7.5 or 8, whatever. I liked the movie. I enjoyed it. I'm a big Jurassic Park fan, so.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Austin?
7.5 is probably mine. I think that's a fair rating. It was an enjoyable film, like Max said. Jurassic Park movies are really fun. I think the action really holds it together. Yeah, I think 7.5 is probably where I'd be sitting at. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Cam?
I'm going to give it a 7. I have a couple things weighing it down.
7 flat?
A 7 flat. I'm going to give it a 7 flat.
Wow. That's
Fair.
actually surprising.
I know I said we wouldn't really go too much into it, but one of the main things kind of bringing it down for me is I could not stand that family and their whole, they got way too much film time. I wasn't with it. I wasn't with it.
They had a couple of cringy lines, I would say, for sure. I
love that. They were my favorite part of the movie.
I mean,
but besides the archaeologist,
yeah,
with the Altoids,
yeah.
Dude, I thought the family was the best part.
I think that to touch on that a little bit, I think that the action honestly saved the movie. I think that the overall script was a little choppy and but then thinking back on it, I feel like most Jurassic Park movies are kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the plot is kind of similar, for almost a majority of them, I would say.
Yeah.
And I felt like the writing and the script itself for this movie kind of felt really thrown together, and then they kind of banked on the action and the suspense aspect of the movie, which I'm fine with because that's what I kind of expected going in.
Mm-hmm.
But some of the lines from that family, I think that all the characters, I think it almost seemed as if it limited their acting ability, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I actually
Max
saw a
doesn't
stat.
agree.
I saw a stat, and I didn't fact check it, but I kind of believe it. I want you. How much minutes do you guys think of runtime with dinosaurs? Do you think there was in the total movie?
It was how long of a movie? An hour and a half? No, hour and almost 2 hours, right?
I think it was almost 2 hours.
Screen time for dinos, I would say probably
not that much.
What I saw, it said 15 minutes.
I feel like it's a long time.
The first Jurassic Park was 11 minutes, I guess.
40 is a little high.
I believe it.
About that.
I believe it. I was talking to someone. I watched a movie with one of my friends, and they were mad that they didn't see the main evil dinosaur, or whatever, the mutated one.
Mm-hmm.
Enough.
The D-Rex.
The D-Rex, whatever. And it's I was telling them, I was like, they copied the first movie in a way where it's they had a lot of connections to the first movie, where it had the T-Rex was only in 2 scenes in the first movie.
Yeah, not a lot.
Yeah,
They
pretty
were in
much.
the famous like where it's like the part where they're on the bridge, right, or whatever, or
Mhm.
the dam or
Yeah,
whatever it is.
when he breaks out.
Yeah, when it's like the car, like they're in the car, the kids are in the Jeep, and then at the very end, he pops back out. I'm pretty sure that those are like the only two parts. There might be another part somewhere,
There was the chasing the car scene too.
but I feel like that all connected
It
into that one.
it kind of
It was like
connects
that
in a
one.
way in the
Wasn't
first.
it that it was just?
Well, no, not really,
No,
because
it was a third scene. There was a third scene because it was when the water was dropping. No, that was
no. So the chasing was a little bit after, because that's when it's just, I don't remember their names, but
the dude from Thor
yeah.
Ragnarok.
So he was
Jeff
already he's already injured. He's laying down and he's in the back seat, and
Right.
so like it happened a little later in the movie during that part. But by the way, like, so I mean, it doesn't really matter, but like, yeah, there was only a few scenes, but
yeah. So like, I didn't mind that. I didn't mind like I do like the callbacks. They not copied, but they were influenced, I think, a lot by the first movie, which I liked a lot. They had the scene in the gas station was super cool because it reminded me of the scene in the kitchen.
Yep.
And it was like, it was so dope. Like even when he saw his reflection in the fridge door, like that's the same thing they did when the stainless steel like fridge door or whatever, like the Raptor saw. And so I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, you know, like I do like cool that he like ran into it. I was like, okay, that's pretty. I like this. I enjoyed the movie a lot. I thought it was a fun time. I saw it in 4DX, which I don't know if that was the best move, but at least my theaters, I don't know about you guys, but my theaters didn't have it in IMAX because of F1 was still in IMAX.
I saw it down in San Clemente. It was a really nice theater. It's kind of one of those like sit down, you could order food at.
Yeah.
A lot of annoying kids in it, but yeah, it said they had an IMAX theater, but there was no IMAX showings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. It was, yeah, but it was still good. The score was great, obviously, you know. And then some of the dinosaurs didn't look totally real, you know. Other than that, I thought it was great. I liked it. I think my favorite scene in that movie was definitely another favorite scene was the one where the T-Rex showed up.
Yeah.
And I heard that was originally going to be in the first movie. I guess that was from like the books of like which is what Jurassic Park is based off of.
Yeah.
And like that scene was like illustrated in the books or whatever, or something like that. And so it was supposed to be in the first movie. I guess they took it out of it, but so I'm glad they kind of did that. I thought it was like one of the best scenes. I thought it was hell funny. T-Rex is so cool, dude.
I think my favorite shot in the whole movie was, I'm horrible with names. I already forget all of their names in the movie, but the main scientist guy, right?
Yeah, the archaeologist.
He's standing on the little bridge, and he's trying to get the helicopter to turn back, and you just see all the fog and smoke.
Yeah.
And the D-Rex it looks like the helicopter is flying towards him, and the D-Rex just comes, and he's holding like a chicken wing, eating it. And I'm like, dude, that shot was just, that was so sick.
I liked it. It was good.
Yeah,
it was good. It also made Scarlett Johansson the highest grossing actor of all time.
Did it really? Oh my god.
Yeah, she beat
Congrats to her.
She beat out RDJ. Yeah, big kudos to that. She knows what movies she needs to be in. Obviously, she was in all the Marvel movies, so that helped too. But yeah, kudos to her.
Yeah. But Austin, you want to add anything else?
No, you guys touched on pretty much everything. I mean, it was a fun film. At the end of the day, I think the action really was dope. I agree.
Didn't like the end of it.
Yeah, the ending was kind of
like the actual ending. Like in the water, I wouldn't be anywhere in the water ever again. Like,
yeah. After what happened,
I know you had to leave, but
they had to have run out of gas, right?
That's what I was thinking.
I'm like, do we get to see like a bigger boat kind of come and save them, or I'm like, the Mosasaurus and Spinosauruses aren't going to come back to get them?
The only thing I liked was that they showed the dolphins, right? So it showed like the habitat, and I know like the dolphins wouldn't be there if the dinosaurs were there. So that was was a cool thing they did.
The only scene that really like ticked me off was the one where he fell and like landed perfectly like right where everyone kind of ended up, and I was just like, oh, I don't know.
When he fell through the trees?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know about that. And then the thing dropped perfectly right next to him. I'm like, really?
I loved it. I thought he was gonna die.
Dude, luck was on their side.
Dying?
Yeah.
I was like,
it kind of really made you think like how in the movie he kept bringing up to Scarlett Johansson's character like, I feel like we should be doing the right thing. Do you want to help me do the right thing?
Yeah.
So like luck was on his side the whole time. He wanted to do the right thing. So he was getting helped out.
Just seemed a little
Yeah.
seemed a
Pulled a little avatar, used the tree branches to
right.
soften his landing a little bit. But all right, let's move on. Ironheart. I know we talked about it in our last podcast.
Quick question. I'm so sorry.
What's up?
I just want to. Did they confirm that there's going to be like a new trilogy
for Jurassic World?
I don't know.
I honestly don't know. I feel like I haven't heard them say anything about.
I feel like they need to. It's a moneymaker.
I mean, it made just opening weekend. I remember after a couple days, it made over 300 million already, which is more than. It's almost of what Thunderbolts made, but which is really depressing. But
crazy,
yeah. But Ironheart.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we talked about it on our last podcast. We got the first 3 episodes. Got our last 3. Was it last week?
Yes.
Last week, I think.
Last Tuesday.
When you guys see this, yeah. A lot of stuff happened. Obviously, we talked a lot about what we're kind of expecting going into this final 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
When we first originally talked about it, obviously, I think we talked about like how it's been going as far as if it's meeting our expectations or what we're expecting to see in the final 3. From what we got in those final 3 episodes, did it meet your guys' expectations? Did it exceed them? Did you not expect, or did you expect it to be more? Like, what do you guys think?
Max, you want to start?
Yeah, I'll start. I'll keep it short,
Okay.
but I loved it.
Yeah.
It met all my expectations, I think. But it's it's like the very end when like he shakes her hand and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna mention his name, dude. I don't want him I don't want Sacha Baron Cohen popping up in my room.
Why not?
He's like, it's me, Mephisto.
Sounds like Mario, bro. That's not. What are you? It's not Borat.
They're the same character.
My God.
Mario Mephisto.
Oh my God.
That's a clip. But yeah, it made me want more, which I think is the overall thing. I don't think it was one of the better endings that I've seen in a Marvel TV show.
Yeah.
And it made me want more. And I enjoyed the whole project. I thought it was really great.
Yep. I agree. I think that with the little to no expectation I kind of set for myself with this show, just because I was like, it's not one of those projects I was anticipating, especially with where it was coming out, like right before Superman and Fantastic Four. It's like my focus wasn't on it. And so I'm going into it. I'm like, all right, I'll watch it. Hopefully this isn't a rush show. Hopefully it's not, choppy, things like that. I can firmly say this probably exceeded my expectations at that point, just because it's like this show did the last 3 episodes. I thought episodes 1 through 3 were really good. And then I felt like episodes 4 through 5 or 4 through 6 were pretty damn good. Like, if not great. I thought
it was great.
I thought the way they wrapped it up was really good. A lot of cool action scenes, which I did not expect. Like the scene, we can go more in depth in it later, but it's like the scene with Parker towards the end. It's like, dude, that gave me chills watching the whole thing happening. I was like, this is just so dope. Yeah, I would say it exceeded my expectations for sure.
It did a lot that I think a lot of MCU TV projects haven't done yet. Like the Disney Plus shows where it's like they executed the finale.
Yep.
Like,
it wasn't
really well.
Yeah, wasn't butchered. Like,
no, it was good. I enjoyed it. It didn't like, that's our main problem, I think, with a lot of the finales we have.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, WandaVision was great. I liked the finale of it. There's some stuff I wanted more of, but I overall liked it. There was some stuff wrong with the Captain America one or the Falcon and Winter Soldier. But then besides Miss Marvel, I think Miss Marvel had a perfect season. But other than that, I don't. There was just, I wanted more of like other shows, and I feel like this one they executed really, really well.
Yeah.
It was a great project.
Yeah. Or the show had a good ending and they kind of like
displaced it. And then Riri Williams instantly, she is one of my favorite characters so far in the MCU, especially in this new like cast that we're getting of everyone. Like she's gonna be a nice person to have. And Austin, you actually sent it to us. I think it did finally confirm the ending of Phase 5.
Yeah, it's a Phase 5 project, so it's like,
I guess we have to redo our rankings later on.
Yeah, it would be up there. Not like super high, but definitely like middle
to high. Any
pack.
of the other TV shows?
Yeah,
Daredevil had a really good.
You're like, I don't know, man. We gotta look at it.
I hated more stuff that happened in Daredevil at the end than I hated in Ironheart, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like there was stuff like I'm like, where's Spider-Man at, dude? At the end of the day, It's like, where the hell is Spider-Man? But anyway,
I think Daredevil got kind of handcuffed to some extent. Like they couldn't do the things that they really wanted to. But
Yeah.
maybe we'll see it in season 2.
yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
How about you, Cameron? Anything else?
It definitely exceeded my expectations. I didn't have a lot of expectations going into this. We were coming to a point where I just didn't. Obviously, I think we were all confused. Like, was this movie Phase 5, or was this show Phase 5? Or like, I was just very confused because,
Right.
like, we're ending Phase 5 with this show. Like, I don't know. I just wasn't really like kind of sold originally, like when we're getting the trailers and everything. But
Right.
it definitely exceeded my expectations. Although it doesn't have a whole lot of impact right now going towards Phase 6, I still think it was a good spot to get released in. I think it surprised everyone with how good it was.
Yeah.
But,
I think just to that point, the only thing I could think of it like connects to is going to be the Vision Quest show.
Yeah.
You know, like the AI factors of everything coming up.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we'll see. I don't know what else. Obviously, Mephisto. But
the dark magic, like that stuff. I feel like we've had a lot of like witchcraft magic throughout this phase too.
I'm sure if they bring back, what's her face, Elizabeth Olsen,
Mm-hmm.
Scarlet Witch, I'm sure it's gonna have something to do with Mephisto.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I would assume so. Yeah.
Speaking of magic, let's go into that little final fight scene between Miss Riri Williams and Parker. What do you guys, or how do you guys? What am I trying to say? Wow, I'm blanking. I'm so sorry.
It's all good. No, you're good.
Obviously, we see her make a new suit out of her refurbished car that Shuri rebuilt for her in Wakanda Forever. She implemented magic that she learned from. Do you guys remember her name? The witch that she meets, or the sorcerer?
Mm-hmm. I forgot her name, but
obviously, yes, she meets her. Kind of obviously bring the
Doctor
magic side.
Strange's future assistant.
Yes, exactly. What do you guys think about how
Zelma.
they kind of Zelma? Thank you. What do you guys think about how they did that, kind of infusing both together?
It was dope.
Dude, it was so sick. Like I thought it was
cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not a hate. Like I really, like I said, we talked about in the last episode, like what we kind of hate about the show, and I think like most of the decisions we made during that podcast were decisions I still agree with now. I'm not gonna take anything back, but like obviously you have Riri still making stupid decisions, right? But I don't think there's anything like new that I'm like, oh, these 3 episodes made me hate the show anymore. Like I don't, or like dislike anything they did in the show. I thought it was,
if anything, if anything, her decision at the end kind of like made me more into it, if that makes sense. It's kind of like I got tired of seeing the same old thing and like seeing, not in like a bad way, but it's like we have this like visioned out thing, what we're expecting to happen, like her to say like, no, I'm not going to do that. But seeing her like choose to and like make a weird choice or a bad decision and be like, whoa, okay, now what does this mean for her? Like, where is this going to lead? That suit, the new suit, that colorway was dope. That was like one of my favorite like styles that I've seen with it. And I'm like, that was so fresh. Building it off of the car, like
it just looks so cool, dude. It was so
it really
dope.
did.
Dude, just like the whole sequence of her getting everyone together to rebuild it was just such a dope scene.
Who bought the car back? The mom?
Yes.
Her mom, yeah.
So cool.
Yeah,
so
that was very cool.
And then the little kid demanded his money. He said
he was standing on business. He wanted that money. But Parker,
dude,
obviously we saw a whole nother side to him.
Yeah.
Which I don't think any of us were expecting to see. He went, as you would say, full demon time.
Right.
I don't know about you guys, but dude, if I was Riri in that situation, I'd be like, nah, fuck this. Bye. You could keep it. You could keep it.
Dude, like, it was just so cool. Like, that's all
it was so sick, dude.
Once that scene happened and like I saw, like, I haven't felt like that watching a show for Marvel in a really long time, and seeing like Daredevil, like that one definitely got me like, okay, I'm engaged again. I feel like the last 2 shows we've had, it's really gauged my interest a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Parker's full demon form was just like, for it being a show, I thought the quality was actually really good. I thought I was kind of worried. I like watching it initially. I was like, all right, that seemed a little weird, but like at the same time, the action of it kind of saved it, and like all the aggression and all the built up resentment he had because he's like, I'm the one entitled to this cape or to this hood. I'm not gonna give it up, and he knows he can't give it up or else he's screwed. Like Anthony Ramos just put on such a good performance throughout this whole show. And I know we said it in the last podcast, but it's even more so now, like in my opinion.
100%.
Yeah.
Especially based off of his backstory. Like,
dude, I don't even feel like that's his full demon form.
No, it isn't. I don't think so either. I think
I'm
could
sure
be
there's
more.
way more. I'm sure he could grow wings and fly.
Right.
But it's been 5 years since we got WandaVision.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had Mephisto after Mephisto theories for those 5 years. And they finally did it. They finally brought him.
We've bullied Marvel into putting
We literally bullied
Yeah.
Marvel saying, bring us Mephisto. Dude, honestly, I thought we were going to get tricked again and it was going to be Dormammu.
That would have been.
Well, the original like where he gets the cape from in the comic books and
Is
stuff
Dormammu.
is Dormammu.
I was
so
fully
it's
expecting them to go that route, Mike. After she kind of came to her with like the drawing of Dormammu, I was like, oh, please no.
Well, I did like the reference she made to him.
I like the reference, but I was like,
oh, he's like, Dormammu,
like,
what?
Dormammu. Laughing.
Yeah, dude, I thought it was great.
Do you guys like how Sacha Baron Cohen portrayed Mephisto?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I liked how they didn't do too much.
Yeah. They really didn't.
Before it happened, we obviously all wanted Mephisto, you know? But I like the little subtle tease and stuff where, obviously we see the picture everywhere now. It's like, shows him in the little spoon.
The little spoon.
His coffee.
Yeah, and I'm like, sick. I'm like, dope. But it didn't take away from what you guys were just talking about, Parker, you know? And like, obviously Parker is the big bad of the show.
Mm-hmm.
It all stems through Mephisto though, but it's like, Parker's like the main antagonist and stuff. And so I did enjoy it. I like that aspect of it. I thought Sacha Baron Cohen, thought he did great.
Yeah. You just can't not see Borat, is what you're saying.
No, I actually didn't see Borat at all.
I didn't see Borat at all.
I was surprised because that's all we were talking about.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
it's gonna be Borat references or Mario references apparently because my accents suck. But
dude, it sounded like Mario. I'm sorry.
It's me, Mephisto.
It's a me, Mephisto.
I swear that's how Borat sounded. But yeah, so I enjoyed Sacha Baron Cohen. I thought it was good. I like how they didn't do too much with him.
Yeah, I think the subtle like accent switch was really cool too. Like him going from like that traditional like American accent and the British accent, like showing he's communicating with all of his different people that he's working with. And like, I think he genuinely just forgets like who he's talking to at some levels. And he's just like, shoot, like I need to go back to this accent. I need to talk in this form, or like the different settings he's in. He has a different portrayal of who he is. The scene that stood out for me with him was when the family was talking behind them. When he first met Parker. And then you could tell Parker was getting agitated with how loud they were being. And he noticed it and he just goes and shuts them up. And he's like, did you do that? And he's like, oh, that? Yeah, definitely. And it was like, dude, when I saw that, like the minute they brought him in, I was just like, oh, this is going to be great. Like this episode is going to just be top tier for sure. So
yeah, I enjoyed it. It just made me wonder like who else he made a bet with.
Dude,
exactly.
I was just going to bring that up. Like, he said he made a deal with the top 100 richest people.
Dude,
we got some pretty rich
Tony
people.
Tony Stark. I'm just saying.
Tony Stark. I mean,
that's what I'm saying, dude.
That would be crazy if Marvel does some stuff like that, dude.
That'd be wild.
Crazy.
Tony Stark comes back as Doctor Doom via Mephisto.
No, I saw a theory.
That's a reach.
I saw a theory today about if they're just like faking
his death.
Tony being Doctor, like RDJ being Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
I saw that today and I was like,
and it's someone else.
That would be the ultimate
that'd be sick. I wouldn't be mad because that would be.
I would be mad if it's I would want to see who the actor is.
Exactly.
If it's what's his face, What's the dude?
Killian?
Yeah,
Cillian Murphy.
Killian Murphy?
Come on. If it's Cillian Murphy, come on, Marvel. You know what to do.
They would cook. That would be so crazy.
It's just, yeah, it's just RDJ like shoots down. He's like, why would they bring me back? You know, it's not a good decision. He already says he doesn't think it's a good decision. So I'm like, wait a minute.
He's just a less powerful Doctor Doom that gets killed by a more powerful Doctor Doom.
Dude.
They could do it.
They really could do it. Like,
especially with like God Emperor Doom and stuff.
But like, would they really market this and RDJ so much just to do that though?
Why not?
100%.
It's a huge cover. It
is a huge cover, but I don't know. I just feel like,
and I would be so upset. Like the Russo brothers say, they have ways of hiding things.
That is true.
Of stopping spoilers, doing everything. So it's like,
gets people theorizing stuff about him too, and then it's like you're not focusing on the real
what's actually happening.
Exactly.
Yeah. I had one more question. I mean, we kind of answered it earlier. If we agreed with Riri's decision to make a deal with Mephisto, obviously doing so, she wanted Natalie back. I don't think she was obviously surprised the real Natalie was back.
Right.
So I don't think she straight up asked Mephisto to bring Natalie back.
It might have been like a favor from him.
I think Mephisto just did it just because
he knew. He saw it in her brain.
Yeah, it's hard to say if I agree with it because I don't know what I would do in that situation.
Right.
But like, I mean, to be fair,
like I think
they literally say he's like the master manipulator.
Yeah, well that's the thing. I'm like, I don't know, like I think I would probably agree with Riri doing it, but like part of me wants to be like, no, that's so stupid, but like if I was in her situation,
like you don't know what you would do in that situation.
No, I would probably make a deal with the devil, dude.
Now we got to see how she gets out of it, or if she gets out of it.
That was good. You guys see what I did there?
Yeah, make deal with the devil.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
It's almost like it says it in my question right there.
Make a deal with the devil.
Oh, I didn't read it. I didn't even read it. I was like, whatever. Cameron's gonna go through this.
They just start playing Deal or No Deal.
Anyways,
that was our Ironheart Jurassic World goal segment. You guys ready to move on?
Let's do it.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on.
Let's give a quick little rating to Ironheart as a whole.
As a whole.
I was gonna say 8 as well. 8 out of 10. All right.
8, like 8.2.
8.2. Okay.
Going up a little. Yeah, that was super, guys.
That was hey, actually talking about super.
You don't say.
Talking about super.
How super?
Look up here, okay?
Eyes up here?
Yeah, dude.
Eyes up there?
You see this? Let's get into our Superman review. Austin Coyle. We all watched Superman yesterday in the early screening, IMAX.
Shout out Amazon Prime.
I know if we look different right now, it's because our hypno
glasses.
Goggles,
yeah,
hypno glasses. But yeah, this is going to be a spoiler-packed segment.
Spoilers.
The movie's
ahead.
out. Obviously, embargo's lifted.
Viewer discretion.
We didn't see it early enough to do the embargo, but one day.
Stay here until you watch the movie, please.
Yeah, I just want to make sure, like, pause the video if you haven't watched Superman yet. We're going to release this episode before the weekend, so before opening weekend. So it's like, just make sure, like, the movie is not out right now. So just make sure if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it, and then
yes, sir,
and then come back to the pod. Go ahead, Austin.
Boys. With that being said, Superman. All right, so just starting us off, what was your guys' initial reaction? I know I talked a little bit with you guys about it. Initial reactions, initial like ratings before we go into it. Like, I just want to hear your thoughts. I know we kind of spoke briefly. Me and Cam saw it with our buddy Moses. We all talked like right after the movie. How are we feeling?
I thought it was great. I saw it just time difference. I saw it a couple hours before you guys, and so I didn't want to say too much. I texted you guys saying it was like mid.
Yeah. We were like, what?
But then once Cam said, like, wait, really? I was like,
we were sad. I was gonna say, dude.
It was fantastic.
I literally said, like, right before the movie, I'm like, don't give me a rating or anything. But like, I still wanted it anyway.
Yeah, I was like, oh wait, he wants to know. No, it was great. I loved it. I'm gonna watch it again on tomorrow night.
Opening night.
I would love to see it again this weekend. Don't know if I'll be able to, but I would love to. I told you guys before in our last pod, like, I've been very skeptical of this movie. it blew me away. Pause. It was just
Oh
amazing.
my god! What?
Cut it out. Cut it out.
No.
We'll cut it.
Oh, this movie was just awesome. It was. We'll talk about it more, but I really really enjoyed this movie. I was kind of I was almost speechless after it ended.
Yeah.
Like I think you and Moses were talking a lot, and I was just like,
there's just so much.
There was just it was so good.
I was just so happy. It was like definitely my most anticipated movie and for this year, and it was like everything I wanted in a Superman movie and more.
Right. I literally, like, I think when we spoke, and it was funny because when I like talked to you on the phone, Max, it was like the first thing I said was like, I felt like a little kid watching this movie, and you were like, dude, same. Like, I think we all had that same feeling of being like, yeah, the genuine enjoyment of like a child or a kid, like sitting there in the theater watching this for the first time, seeing all the potential that can be there with what they're gonna do. I was just same boat. Like, I was blown away by this whole movie.
And like the theater experience was great.
Dude, yeah.
Like I haven't been to a sold out like IMAX movie.
Right.
Or IMAX show in a long, long time. And I think the last one I went to go see was Top Gun.
Yep.
Top Gun was pretty packed opening. I saw it opening weekend, but it was like packed in there. But it was like every scene in this movie, dude, like people were like cheering, people were like laughing, people were like had shock moments where it was like, like, you know, like it was great. It was just a fun time. And like,
so cool.
One thing I was worried about was that a lot of like people we follow and stuff, like Brandon Davis, they're like, oh, it's Soups. You know, it's just it's Soups, you know.
Shout out
Soups, man. He's been hyping this movie up for a long time, so kudos to him. But he was like they were all saying like, oh, this is just such a good movie, you know?
Right.
And like I was worried about it a little bit because like no one was saying, oh yeah, it's great, it's fantastic, it's the best movie of the year, it's amazing, yada yada. And so I was like, shoot, like they all seem to enjoy it, but they were just saying like it's like, you know, it's a good movie, right? Like it's just a good movie. That's what they were saying. And I was like, I remember like talking to you, Austin. I was like, dude, it's such a good movie.
Yeah.
Like it's just
an emphasis on good. Like it's
like just
not
so
just a good movie,
dude.
Yeah.
It was like just solid, man. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. I love the point that you made, Cameron, about like words really just didn't give it justice pretty much at that point. Like you said, your reaction was like, I didn't really have anything to say because it was just so good. Like
I don't often feel that way for a lot of movies.
Mm-hmm.
I felt that way for Thunderbolts, but we're getting in the age of movies again where you leave a theater just like, wow.
Theater experience.
No shade on Marvel. I love Marvel. But I mean, every Marvel premiere that like lately, I mean, me and Austin just talked about this. Like, we went to look at seats for Fantastic Four, and like since we bought our tickets, no one has bought a seat.
Right?
Yeah.
And this theater experience, like, it was packed. I'm like, I was so surprised because I hadn't seen anything like that in such a long time, and I was just like, wow, like,
yeah. Well, it's cool because it was like people that were like Superman fans wanting to go watch it.
Mm-hmm.
People that were James Gunn's fans wanting to go watch it. There was also people that weren't either fans that wanted to go watch it. But like you could tell it's like these people, like including us, we all like wanted that experience where we all wanted to go see this movie.
Right.
When we bought tickets, it was empty. I checked, like it was still empty. We bought it obviously super early. We're like the first ones in each of our theaters to buy it. But it was like I checked like a week ago and I was like, oh, it's getting kind of full. You know, it's nothing too crazy, right? And then I checked yesterday before I went to go watch it because one of my friends wanted to go watch it, Casey, and it was completely full.
Yeah, that's insane.
And I was like, wow, like this is gonna be crazy, you know? And so it was just a solid movie experience. I loved it.
What were you guys'? I know we kind of talked about it. Now that we're a day later, do you guys have an official rating that you would give it at this moment?
Yeah.
Where are you guys sitting?
I'm sitting at a 9.5.
Okay. I'm also 9.5.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I think on the initial shock of like leaving the theater, like, and right after, I think I said at one point, like, it's kind of hard not to rate this lower than 9.5. Like,
it was hard for me to rate it under a 10.
Yeah,
when I first watched
that good of a movie.
I mean, the all the critiques and all the reviews on like Rotten Tomatoes.
Mhm.
Nothing's less than an 8.
No,
Yeah.
like I think for audience reaction, out of like over 2,000 reviews, it's at like a 96%,
Yeah, makes sense.
which
It
is
makes
over
total
a
sense.
9.5 if you think about it. So
Right.
it's like it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yep.
that there's a lot of factors that go into that, and we can kind of touch on it as we go on. But I think that at the same time, like, I mean, we're going to talk about this a lot. And I think that this really did play the biggest factor. And a majority of the movie, that theater experience was so cool. Like, I'm interested to see what my reactions are when I'm in a theater when it's not as many people at the same time. Like, I told both of you guys this. It's like, I need to see it again just to be in a way over analytical, but not to the extent where it's like problematic. Like it needs to be, I need to sit there and be able to rewatch it and like see it from a different point of view, kind of like look for things that I might have missed, things like that. Because I think that the initial watch was very much so like just enjoyment, enjoy it, enjoy what's happening, enjoy what the future is going to be looking like, and just be, you know, that joyful kid watching this movie and, you know,
Just make
chill
sure
with-
you see. Just make sure you see it in IMAX again.
yeah,
Yeah. I'm watching IMAX on Thursday, so it's
so
gonna be
crazy.
gonna be good.
But moving forward, did you guys have any kind of like building off of this, off the ratings, off the reactions? Man, what was your overall opinion of this iteration of Superman, David Corenswet as Superman?
Like we talked about in this last pod, where the PR and everything they were doing for this movie was just great. The cast really seemed to be like gelling together and all this stuff. I didn't pay attention to too many reviews and too many like even spoiler free ones because I really wanted to try to go into it. Like I literally like listened to Soups a little bit,
Yeah.
and then I didn't want to go too much into that. And then I went in like Brandon Davis a little bit, his immediate reaction, like when he was still in the theater. So my expectations were still like of my own, like the ones I set, and
Mhm.
I just like I said, I just wanted it to be good, and I wanted Dave Corenswet to be really, really great, and he was perfect. He was perfect.
He was pretty damn good. Yeah.
Like, I know we'll go into more characters, but he was just like, yeah, he was great. The chemistry he had with Lois Lane, played by Rachel Brosnahan.
Mhm.
Brosnahan.
Yeah, one of the best Loises, if not the best Lois we've gotten, I think. Their chemistry was so good. Like I loved it. It reminded me a lot of Smallville.
Mhm.
And I know it's just because I think I just started rewatching it for like the 5th time, but it was like I know I texted you guys the day before. I was like, guys, I'm on episode 9. The show's so good, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like it's like what. It was just such a good movie. Like just seeing them two and like having the music play at the right times,
Yep.
like of different scenes. Like sounds kind of sappy and stuff, but you like even when they kiss and the music played like lightly in the background, I was like, oh, this is great. You know, it just everything was just perfect to me. Like it
Cinema.
was such a good movie, dude. Cinema. Yeah, it was such like James Gunn, man. Him and his whole team did a great job. Like kudos to man, it was good.
Dude,
What about you, Cam?
I just loved Superman's. I wouldn't call him snarky, but I just loved his little one-liners that he had responding to people in certain situations. Like, you're not, or like he's like, you're not gonna like what's next. Like
Yeah.
that, and
Yeah.
there's a bunch of other examples that I'm forgetting.
Or like when he was like Clark and he was like, oh, Superman, like Jimmy was like, oh, Superman got beat up. He's like, he didn't get beat up.
He didn't
that
really
bad.
get beat up.
He didn't get beat up that bad.
I was like,
or hashtag super shit. He's like, you know,
Dude,
I don't
that
like
was-
that one.
Yeah. Getting drugged
Yeah.
through
But
the portal or the dimension.
yeah,
so
dude.
by the way, that scene, the interview scene, I fucking loved it,
Yeah.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
It was so good and so entertaining, and I was like, this is perfect.
Dude,
This
I
is
wasn't
really
I wasn't
perfect.
expecting it to kind of go in the direction of, I wouldn't say it failed as an interview, but like you could obviously tell the tensions got super high and
Yeah.
it turned into an argument and a fight where obviously he left the apartment upset. She was upset. She was considering breaking up with him, but dude, you could just in the emotion.
She
and
was going to. She was going to. It wasn't even consideration. She was going to,
Yeah.
you know, and then he said, I loved you, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, what's cool about it, like the more I thought about it, like the main point of the movie is like, hey, Superman does have he is a human.
Yeah, he's a
you know?
human. Yeah.
He has feelings.
He has human emotions. He was saying it at the very end, right, to Lex, but it's like they showed that. They like foreshadowed that throughout the whole movie. They hinted at it.
Mhm.
So like him fighting with his not even girlfriend, just someone he's talking to. They don't know what they are, you know. Him feeling sad when she was like, I don't like, what did she say? She said, I knew this was a bad idea or whatever.
Yeah.
I knew this wasn't going to work out.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And it was like, that's such a human interaction. It's such a normal, everyday, like normal person, like just getting into a relationship with someone. They have their first argument, whatever. And it's like, oh, I knew this wasn't going to work out. And he was like, wait, what did you just say? You know, and he was stuck on that for half the movie.
What do you mean by that? Yeah.
Yeah. And he even said it like halfway through the movie when they saw each other again. It's like, I was like, this
and
is
he's
real,
not,
you know?
and just because he's Superman, he's not perfect. Like, I literally, right when that happened, I like looked at Asamal. Dude, that was the perfect time for him to go and just hug her.
Yeah.
I'm like, but he just
didn't
walks out. He walks out and she like turns
scared.
around.
He's scared of and he said it, you know, he's like, I get scared, you know, and it's like, that was one of the moments where he showed his like human side where it's like, hey, like, you know, he hides from his emotions. She was talking about, she's like, you just like, anytime something doesn't go your way, you just get quiet and walk away or whatever, you know, and leave and shut down. And it's like, that's a normal reaction.
It's a normal reaction. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like a normal self-defense mechanism. And so that was super cool.
Right.
Super cool.
Super cool.
But anyway, I'm so funny.
It's really good.
That was good. That was good.
He's really good.
It just shows how selfless Clark is as a person. I mean, he even like yelled it to Lois, like people were going to die. That's why he did what he did to stop that war from happening. But as a journalist, she's asking those deeper questions. Like, obviously, you did it without the authority, but it's like, in the end, he's just trying to save lives.
Well, yeah, it was just emotional. Like anytime, like I said, them two were my favorite scenes in the movie were of them two almost. And it's like I wanted to like, I remember like just even thinking about it, I'm like choking up a little bit because it's like, it was so real. Like he really didn't want to hurt people. He didn't want like, you know, getting that message from his parents and all this stuff. It's like, you could tell that hurt him so bad. And like, it hurt watching it. Cause I'm like, oh, I feel it, you know? And it was just like, it was
Bradley Cooper as Jor-El.
Yeah. I saw that.
Dude.
I saw a little leak.
You know, Austin looked at each. Austin looked at.
Yeah, I thought it was fake.
What are you doing here?
I thought it was fake, but now I know that it was real. But yeah, it's like when you have her like almost tearing up when he's talking about his dog.
Yeah,
and like he just wanted his freaking dog, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, he did, but like he also did state that he didn't really care for Crypto.
Yeah,
that much.
He's like, it's not really a good one, but
yeah. Which I was like,
he did.
Poor
he's
Crypto.
alone. He's alone, and he's probably scared, is what he said. And I'm like, man.
And what I liked is like he's so selfless. Like obviously it's Superman, right? He saves the day, yada yada. We get that in every iteration of Superman.
Yep.
But it's like this dude, they made it known that he saved everything and everyone. Well, not everything, not buildings, but everyone. It's like every living thing. The squirrel. I was like, this is great. The dog, when he blew it away and almost broke its back, by the way.
Yeah. He said,
pause. But it's like I like that side of it. I like that side where it's like he's literally saving everyone. Anytime something happened, even like the news was like, oh well, thanks like to Superman, no one got hurt. Thanks to Superman, like no casualties. Thanks to Superman, no one was injured. You know, and I loved how they kept saying that throughout the movie because it's like, hey, he's doing everything he can to like not kill anything. Which kudos to him. He didn't kill anything.
Yeah, Justice Gang wasn't doing too great of a job.
No, they were.
No. Cool name, though.
They were not.
Even though it's a work in progress. Cool name.
Horrible name.
No, cool name. I just want to be in the group. That's all I want to do. So I'm just going to say, cool name.
But I guess this leads to your next question, Austin.
Yeah, my next question is kind of like, let's talk about the characters. Other than Superman, supporting cast, you have characters like Lex Luthor, who's the main villain. I mean, not Superman. We just talked about him. The Hawk Girl, Guy Gardner,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah. Green Lantern. One of the
Green
Green
Lantern,
Lanterns.
Mr. Terrific, Lois Lane, our boy Jimmy. Can't leave him out.
I think the whole cast was great. My overall reactions, like I liked Isabel Merced as Hawk Girl. She was super cool. She reminded me a lot from the Justice League animated show, like JLA and stuff, and the Justice League Unlimited and all this stuff. And it's like I loved every part of it. Like her screaming was super cool, like because it just reminded me of like the old cartoons. And then I remember I brought this up to Austin.
Yeah.
But spoiler, obviously. But when she picked up the
Yeet.
dude and like dropped him and like killed him, and she was like, "Oh, I'm not Superman." I love that moment so much because it was straight from like I don't know too much from her from the comic books, but it was straight from like the TV show where she made it known, especially in Justice League Unlimited, where she's not Superman. You know, she's gonna do stuff that needs to get done no matter what, and it's like that's what I was worried about. Like literally right prior to that scene when she's watching the TV and she's seeing the Superman flag and stuff, and she's just like chilling in her room. I was like, oh no, she's gonna go save the day. Like I get it, whatever. They need to do it. She's a hero. But then when she did that, I was like, that's super cool, and I think they're gonna dive into it a little bit more in the future because I think that arc in the Justice League show in Justice League Unlimited was super great. Like that's what they were trying to do the whole time. Like, yo, calm her down. You know, like you don't gotta beat people up. You don't gotta kill them. So I think that's gonna get brought up later on. If I think that's the direction James Gunn's gonna go in. And just like going into that, like Lex Luthor was great. Jimmy Olsen,
The GOAT.
the Riz Master.
Rizzler who?
This dude definitely had to make a deal with Mephisto.
Yeah, something going on.
Different universes, but definitely made a deal with the devil, dude.
Yeah.
Something happened. But yeah, it was I thought the cast was great. I know a lot of people are saying this, but Mr. Terrific was terrific. You know? So how about you guys? What do you guys think about everyone?
Yeah, I would agree. I think that the overall supporting cast was really like a fun group. I think fun is an understatement. In all honesty, it's just my favorite adjective. But I think that there was a couple of like I think I'll touch most on Lex Luthor. I think Lex Luthor for me in this movie, Nicholas Hoult, he played him really really well. I thought it was like such a good character. It was very like tech oriented, which I thought was really cool, and like his overall like Mongol like I have the power and I'm going to get more power and I want more power. There was just some scenes where it was like I know we talked about it when we saw the trailer of this scene, and I kind of wish I wouldn't have seen it in the trailer at this point. The scene when they go to the Fortress of Solitude and that blade goes flying right past his face. I think that would have been such a cool thing to see in that scene in the theater. I know it didn't have that much significance, but like seeing how like determined and focused this guy was and how much he was just not fearful. I mean, granted, in that scene there wasn't really a threat for that.
I do have something to say about that scene, like just to that exact point.
Yeah.
Do you guys think they sped it up in the actual movie? Because in the trailer, I saw like the blade and stuff way more, like when it went past his face. But
Yeah,
in
they
the
wanted
movie,
to make an emphasis for sure.
The trailer definitely was slower.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if I was like tripping out, but that's all I wanted to say. Go ahead.
But I loved how the shot to like kind of circled around the room, and then as it got right next to his face, you saw the blade just cut right across. Which I think that in theory that was probably it was a good engagement factor for the trailer for sure. I think it kind of like drove people to be like, oh wow, like how did he get in there? How did this happen? Dude, it was just like his performance as that villain was just so cool to watch. Like it felt like the vibe against Superman was very like they had that beef regardless of like if it was power driven. It's just personal beef. Like you heard him say it towards the end of the movie. He's just like, I did it so I can kill you. Like, I don't want you to be here. Like, I didn't do it for the power. I didn't do it for all this. Like hearing him say that, it was just like, man, this guy really knocked it out of the park as a villain for sure for me.
Yeah.
I think that the Justice Gang did really well. Mr. Terrific was really fun to watch on the screen. Shout out Jimmy.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of characters that we haven't even like touched on too. Like, I mean, Ultraman, like that's
Yeah.
crazy. It's still spoiler. It's just a clone of Superman, which is such a good concept for that character
Yeah.
to be able to utilize him against him. Yeah, but I mean, my overall reaction to those supporting characters was like they were just as good as the main actor for sure. If not better in some scenes, I guess you could say. What about you, Cam?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree
I'm
with you.
not gonna go into it just because you guys basically said it all.
Okay.
Lex Luthor was just menacing.
Yeah.
In our podcast where we talked about the trailer and everything, I know we had a question saying like, is this version of Lex gonna be like tech wise, like just the most? And I don't think I agreed with it, but after seeing this movie, just some of the things he was capable of doing. I'm like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Dude, this dude freaking shot a dude in the head playing Russian roulette.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that was one of the moments in my
It
theater.
was only the second shot, and he was like, "Oh."
He was like,
He said,
that
"Huh,
last
that
longer.
happened a lot faster than
Huh.
I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
I'm
Thought
gonna
the
bring
cast was
up.
good.
I'll bring up Metamorpho. I mean,
Yeah.
he wasn't
Yeah,
in it a
Metamorpho was
lot,
good.
but
Mhm.
Anthony Kerrigan.
he just the scene of him in the cell with Superman.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was able to create kryptonite and keep Superman from
Hey.
keep him
Held
at bay.
down.
Dude, just the scene recreating the sun.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Makeshift sun?
A makeshift
He's like-
sun to heal Superman. He's
like,
like,
I
I don't
can't-
think I can make the
Hydrogen.
sun.
He's like, I can't make exactly the sun, but I could make the sun.
Yeah.
Just did everything to make the sun.
Well,
But-
it was like I guess it was like a sun's ray or whatever. He
Yeah.
made,
Yeah.
like something.
Whatever.
A
Yeah,
solar
I mean,
flare.
obviously, it
Yeah,
worked.
Solar flare.
But yeah, I think every character was exactly how it should have been for this
Yeah.
movie.
forget about the superbots.
Yeah, the Superbots were really cool too.
Those were very cool.
Yeah, dude. Alan Tudyk from Resident Alien.
Mm-hmm.
He was super good. When he was like, I think my name, like, I wanted to be Gary or whatever
Gary.
instead of 4.
Yeah.
It just reminded me of in Resident Alien when he's like thinking of his name, and he's played by like his name in the show is Harry,
Yeah.
and so I thought that was like a cool little
A cool
Dude.
little.
callback. But
When he was stabbing himself in the head with the
Yeah,
screwdriver.
he's trying to fix himself. He's like, ah.
he's like, yeah, no, it was great.
Or when he's like talking about, oh, like, don't worry, sir, we have no emotions, yada yada. And then he's like, this is our newest bot, number 11 or 12 or whatever. And then he's like, or he just like gives her a little nod, and he's like, oh, she noticed me, and you're like, okay,
Yeah, dude,
this
that
is
was
so
dope.
good.
Also, I mean, for not having any lines in a movie, Crypto did damn well.
He spoke volumes
Crypto,
with
dude,
those barks.
Stole the show.
Stole the
dude.
show without any speaking lines.
Yep.
He just looked so funny.
Shout out our canine friends, huh?
Yep.
Where's my cat at?
Moving feline friends, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Moving forward, I did want to ask this one for sure. What did you guys have a favorite scene from the movie?
I had multiple.
If you had
See,
to pick
like
one.
every set.
Yep.
I'm down to 2, and I know one of them is yours.
All right.
I know.
I'll
Is
go
it the one I
first.
said?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. If you want to say yours, I'll say that one. At least I think.
Yeah,
it's,
well, yeah, mine was just I think the probably 3, but I mean the interview scene, the whole thing, like anytime
Yeah.
with him and Lois, even like the second one when they're fighting the alien monster, the alien monster is fighting in the background and he doesn't even care.
right.
He like doesn't even notice. He's like, oh, that, that was one of my favorite scenes in the movie because it showed emotion, it showed like laughter, it
Right.
showed sadness, it showed everything.
Mm-hmm.
And when he first said "I love you," I thought that
Yeah.
was dope.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go with that. There's more, but you'll go into it.
Yeah. I mean, Cameron, you can go next. I'll let you go next.
You want me to go next?
Yeah.
I also have 2, but the one I'm
You
going to
can-
go with is, dude, the ending where I think I've already told you this, Austin, but obviously the final fight scene when.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's. I'm if I remember right, I'm pretty sure this part goes into it, but obviously when it keeps cutting back from both battles, and it's when the kid's chanting Superman, and like
Yeah.
the score just uplifts, and dude, when he's flying and they send all the phantoms, I think they're called. I can't remember what they're called, but all the
Raptors.
Is it Raptors?
I think.
Raptors
Yeah,
or something? Yeah. So when he's flying and
I think it's raptors.
they all just compile around him like a ball, and you could see him just start to spin out of it. And then, dude, just the shot with the laser vision. And he, in the trailer, I didn't think, like, I thought it was just gonna be like one spin around, but he did like, I don't know, how many
He didn't
360s
kill
did he do?
anyone either.
He didn't kill
They
anyone
made
either.
it known when they fell, they
Yeah.
still got back up a little
Yeah.
bit. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, that's impressive.
But yeah, that whole scene, just the visuals of it all just was amazing.
Yeah.
So many chills during so many scenes.
All right. This scene, bro, the scene where he catches that damn building on the bridge, and then you could tell like he's doing everything he can to hold it up to keep that lady alive that's in the car. And we see it in the trailer. Like that we talked about this, like how strong this guy is. I mean, there's another scene too where he displays like the strength of his power, the scene with the black hole. Like that just shows you how strong this hero is. But when he catches that building and then she barely makes it out alive and she looks over her shoulder and just sees the cloud of dust fading and you just see Superman floating there, that is one of the coolest superhero scenes I've seen in a long time. Like, that gave me the same vibe that scene with Spider-Man has in No Way Home when he's sitting on the tower staring at the J. Jonah Jameson talking about him and how he's a menace. Like, that's up there for me as like one of my favorite shots in a movie for sure, like of a superhero movie.
I just have one gripe with that scene. She was staring back for way too long.
Yeah,
I was like, girl, you just got in an accident.
Just drive. Just
her
go.
car
just
is like
go.
almost falling off the bridge driving.
I'm like, I was like, don't look back. Just look straight. Just drive. Like, there might be more cars in front of you.
The structural integrity of that bridge can't be very good at that point. It's about to start to either sway.
Well, she was driving, but she's just looking back, and I'm like, just pay attention to the road.
Yeah, like what if someone slammed
on
their
brakes?
He
was thinking. He was probably like, please just pay attention to the road.
No, he's floating there because he's waiting to see if he needs to save her again, like a second time. No. Be like, dude, are you serious?
Yeah. Fun fact: it was not Plastic Man.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Plastic Man. It was
good theory.
Just the sound of his arm snapping back in place.
Yeah,
it was a good theory. Wasn't Plastic Man.
Yeah. Those boots.
I really loved. I got my frost breath that I wanted.
Dude, that was...
Used it as a freaking jet engine.
Yeah, that was
to get him out of the black hole. That was just sick.
And almost killed the dog.
Yeah. It is okay.
Yeah.
Dude, like...
I mean, to be fair, the dog wouldn't move, and he was just barking at him the whole time.
That dog hit that pole so hard, he was like, what the fuck? He's like, my bad.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, moving forward, we kind of talked about the theater experience a little bit.
Yeah, we did.
And I think that ultimately it just it played a huge effect into the whole experience for sure. But jumping to our last few questions before we get to our agree disagree, I'm gonna kind of like mesh these together because I think they kind of go hand in hand. My biggest, like, one of my favorite questions that we all kind of like thought of and we've been talking about for a really long time was, you know, is this the movie that the comic book universe, like comic book superhero community really needed right now? And then, like, what are your overall expectations for the DCU moving forward with now us getting to experience a James Gunn, like, led universe, essentially? Like, do you think that this is something that's making you more excited and, like, looking forward to what's to come?
Yeah, 100%. I walked out of that movie and I was like, this was, you could tell it was the start of James Gunn's movie. A lot of people say, oh, this is like an intro movie, you know, yada, yada. Like, I could see people saying that, or like people say that about other franchises, like, oh, this is just an intro movie. But this was like, it was so much more because it was so good. And you could tell it's like the start of something great.
Right.
Just me going into that where it's like, my expectations are like going to be, they're off the chart right now. Because obviously we got the little pre-credit scene, I guess the end of the movie, where you see big spoiler, Kara come in, Supergirl, and she's played by Millie Alcock, which was, and she's in How to Train Dragon, House of Dragon. Same.
She lives in Burke. Really?
Yeah, same but different. But she was in like the first season of House of Dragon, and it's like I'm like, her suit looks so cool. Yeah. Her character seems so dope, like super funny. But like, it just led me, I'm like, okay, cool, this is gonna be this is a start. Obviously, all the characters we got, like we mentioned, Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be interesting to see, especially with the live action Lantern Corp show.
Yep.
That's going to be amazing. We're going to have, obviously, Supergirl, I think, is almost done shooting already or already finished. And it's like, it's going to be, my expectations are super high, but at the same time, I'm just so happy James Gunn is doing it and he produced and directed something so great. And I'm excited for Clayface now. I'm like, I want to see the direction they're going to go in. Yeah, that's all I got to say. But I just want like, thank you, James Gunn, for making this movie, dude. Like, it was everything I wanted and more.
Yep.
Yeah.
What about you, Cam?
I mean, Max, yeah, you kind of just stole everything I was going to say.
I'm so fuck.
I think this
I'm
movie,
sorry.
obviously, you guys know how I feel about DC lately. I'm not going to go into it again. This movie, and I won't just say this movie, but Superman, I really think the world right now where it is needs a hero like Superman. I mean, you could say Superman's one of the only superheroes that stands for everybody. You know what I mean? And this movie, anyone could go see right now and leave the theater feeling how we felt, where we're just like, it's a fictional movie, but you feel like you're legit being protected by Superman. I don't know if I sound crazy right now, but you feel like you just feel like you're placed into that world, right?
Yeah.
And everything that there's not much I could say about it without sounding super nerdy and weird, but
No, I think it sounds part of our job.
yeah,
Sounds great.
In my opinion, I know that DC is saved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James Gunn, like, he did everything with this movie, and I'm really excited for what's to come. And I wasn't before, but I can proudly say now that I'm very excited.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with that for sure. And, you guys touched on pretty much everything that really, needs to be said in that conversation piece. I think that the only other thing I would add would just be, like, when I left the theater, it almost gave me like that same vibe that like Iron Man 1 gives me, like where it's like, this is the start, this is the foundation of what they're going to build. Like, don't get me wrong, there's DC projects that have come out before this. There's some that I really enjoy, some that I thought were like, but this really just feels like a turning point. It feels like the starting like springboard to launch them forward and really grow as a universe, really develop into the characters that we love and know from the comics that may have not been hit on in the past. And I think that James Gunn is the perfect guy to do that. I think he's been an advocate for really caring about what he's putting out there, really caring about things that are going on in the world and learning how to like gel that into his movies, like how he did with this movie. And I think that he's an overall genuine person that understands what the people need and what they are looking for when they hear of a hero like Superman. Like you said, he stands for humanity. He stands for peace. He stands for saving lives. Like, it's not about affiliation. It's about how do we work together to save lives, like, and be that impact. So overall, this movie was exactly what the comic book movie world needed, and I'm hoping that this really lights a fire for Marvel and DC at this point, to where it's like we're getting projects that are banger after banger, left and right. So
yeah, it was, like I said, it was super cool. It was just everything I think we could all ask for in a Superman movie, and everything James Gunn did, dude. Like the way it was shot, it reminded me of just what, and I know I mentioned this already, but it just reminded me of like, sorry, Luna. It reminded me of like the Justice League show, like even how the scenes changed, right? It was so cool. It's like straight from that TV show, like how the scenes changed. Where like I was like, oh, it's just something else, right?
Right.
Which I didn't know if it was gonna be a good idea or not, but it was like it was great. Like it was super cool. Like everything was great.
Yep.
But
Max,
moving forward, let's just go into our agree disagree section. We'll knock it out real quick.
Let's do it.
And then finish this bad boy up.
Yep.
So,
okay.
Agree or disagree? You guys ready? Okay, cool. The movie's musical score had a crucial impact on your overall rating. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. I'm just gonna say agree because it was It was great. A lot of the scenes that I mentioned that were my favorite had great music, had a great musical score in the background. The scene that Austin mentioned had a great score when, the Superman theme came up when he came out from the smoke. Everything was pretty great.
Yeah, every scene was elevated by the music that was associated with that scene.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Next question. Do you agree or disagree? Do you agree with the character choice for Ultraman being a clone? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm just gonna say agree. I thought it was super cool. I wasn't too sure how he was gonna get into the Hall of Justice. Gosh, the
Fortress of Solitude.
Fortress of Solitude. It was. I liked that little twist on it. Thought it was great. We all kind of saw it coming, but at the same time, we didn't. We all had different theories, and so it was like that was one of the theories, but it was super legit. No, Austin, go ahead, dude.
I was just hoping. Listen, my mind was playing tricks on me because we thought about it and we've talked about it.
Yeah.
When that mask actually fell off Ultraman, I genuinely had an initial reaction thinking it was Henry Cavill, which it makes sense why they didn't do it. But at the same time, I think that would have been so dope to see him as one last send off, essentially. I mean, and I don't know how his feelings are to this whole thing, but to have him be the clone too, still, and essentially being I had to fight you with you. And it's oh shoot, this other clone is Henry Cavill, and it's a spitting image of David, them looking at each other. But I did enjoy the clone aspect of it, and it just being David Corenswet as a, staring in the mirror, fighting himself. So
yeah, when they entered the Fortress of Solitude, I immediately thought okay,
yeah,
Ultraman. My first thought was Ultraman is Kryptonian. I'm like,
yeah.
So then I had all these theories running through my head. I'm like, okay, who is he then? Because
Right.
honestly, I wasn't expecting him just being a clone.
Right.
My first initial thought was either going to be it's Superman from Bizarro World,
Yeah,
or it was going to be, which I didn't really think it was going to be this, but I was like, it ran through my head. But in Superman and Lois, you meet Superman's brother that he didn't know about. I forget his name, but I was like, maybe it could be that. But I'm like, and then once we saw the clone, I'm just like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it was cool. I think I would have been mad if Henry Cavill would have just went out the way that Superman did, but I would also be cool seeing Henry Cavill as Zod or something. You know,
I think so. I agree.
I think that'd be super. I gotta stop saying super. I think that
we're gonna have to tally how many times you said super.
So many.
Yeah,
I think that'd be cool. But yeah, agree or disagree? David Corenswet is officially the Superman for this generation.
Yeah,
I didn't even have to count down.
We didn't even have to count down.
Yeah.
Easy. I'm not even saying anything about it. We talked about it enough. He was perfect for the role.
Yeah.
He was great. The new Superman suit is the best live action version. 3, 2, 1.
I think so.
We're all saying agree. We're all
Dude,
agreeing.
It's got a mix of current, very what you would think is updated, but it had just that comic Superman vibe.
Yeah.
Obviously, the trunks were a big thing, which they weren't so much like trunks. When I was looking at them, I wasn't trying to stare, but when I was looking at them, I was like, "Oh, those are soccer shorts," you know, or you know what I'm saying,
shorts, dude.
Yeah, or I thought of the old the basketball shorts where they put them up super high, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
shorts?
oh, okay, are those 80s shorts? Yeah, so
I think it's the 80s. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's super sick. You know, I'm like, it looked great. I like they had the new 52 collar. How it was a little higher. Yeah. Everything about the suit was fantastic. I was gonna say super, but I swear
say that again. Fantastic.
But yeah, it was great. I love Henry Cavill's suit. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Henry Cavill's suit was so dope.
Dude, especially the black and gray one.
Yeah, the black one was great.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. It was good.
It's fantastic. It was super.
Yeah.
Tyler Hoechlin's Superman suit is a close one for me too.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. And then this is kind of spicy. Henry Cavill's absence was barely noticeable. Agree or disagree? 3, 2, 1.
I mean,
and no hate on Henry Cavill.
No,
I do want to say, like I said,
hate.
Henry Cavill was my favorite Superman
mm-hmm.
up until this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's that I think David Corenswet was so perfect for the role, and like I said, I'm on Superman high right now.
Yeah.
So it might change, but as of right now and like how I feel, I really don't think it will.
Yeah.
He was just great. There was parts where it was like, and when I said like barely noticeable, because there was parts in the movie where I almost saw Henry Cavill, but I was fine with it being David Corenswet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just forgot about Henry Cavill.
Right.
Like there's little parts where he's talking to, we didn't even talk about Ma and Pa Kent, you know?
Yeah.
They were great, which I didn't think I was going to enjoy them. I freaking love them. That scene is probably actually one of my favorite scenes in the movie, where he's talking to his dad, and like his dad starts crying, like saying, I'm so proud of you.
So proud of you,
and
yeah.
He, and like his reaction was like, he like smiled and like he was about to cry, you know? He's like smiled and just hugged him.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, that was fucking good.
Yeah.
You know, like this is great.
Yeah.
And so,
dude, I think what just made them seem so much better. Sorry to cut you off.
No.
What made them so much better is, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is like out of every Superman project where we've seen his biological parents. I mean, they kind of threw that twist on that. Like, I'm not saying they're evil, but they revealed to us like the real reason they sent Clark to Earth. And it was to be their god, to rule over them all. And it's kind of like what we've seen in the past where like, whoa, like that's not what we're kind of used to. That's not what we've seen before. Like, so it makes you appreciate his human parents even more.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that then in the movie, like while he's healing, let's show him a film of his like parents or memories of his parents. And like everyone in the theater, like everyone was like, okay, it's like everyone was thinking the same thing, probably like, oh, it's going to be his, you know, his parents from Krypton. But then it showed his like mom, Pa Kent, and his memories as a kid and all this stuff. And like everyone was like, like in such a good way. And it was like, dude, like that was so cool. You know, they did a good job raising that boy. Let me tell you. Great job. But
such a good movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys have anything else you guys want to say? We kind of finished the pod, or
yeah,
we did good. I thought this was gonna be a way longer one. So
no,
this is
I mean, we didn't touch on the engineer a lot, but she was a great character too.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Just want to make sure.
And I'm sure we're probably gonna talk about it again once we see it the second time. Probably gonna mention it, but
I'm sure we'll see her again. She's not dead. They made it clear that she's not dead. Her heart's still beating.
Yeah, heart's still beating.
There needs to be a reason for it.
Yeah, so we'll see her again. Probably upgraded.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
but other than that, yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Hero Brew. Thanks for brewing with us.
Thank you,
Appreciate you guys. Cameron, Austin, I enjoy your guys' time so much.
Thank you so much. I enjoy our guys' time.
I would make a deal with Mephisto for you guys.
Damn.
Yeah, for real. Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
All right, guys.
All right.
Peace.
All right, peace guys.
Out.